All right, so the leg is back on. Get my wife in here to help me hand put it back on. In the morning, I'll lower the leg back down, hook up the shift rod, put oil in the leg, and call it a done day. I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, so the water pump's back together. There's the old parts. I'm just gonna do a bit of a cleanup here. And then, lift it up and put it in place. Well, I ran into an issue. There's the key. I don't know how it's gonna fit in there properly. That's word of modern freaking science, I think. So the water pump's off. There it is in there. I think she was probably toast. The water was bypassing all through the O-ring. I don't know if that's normal or not. Probably not. But you can see she's got a lot of wear on there. So yeah, we are putting a new water pump in. So I cleaned off the shaft a bit here, got the little O-ring off, and I got the bolts out. There's the O-ring there. I'm going to put all these bolts into there, right into there. All right, so I'm just starting to break everything loose. I'm putting everything inside the old muffler housing there, so the bolts don't fall off and get lost. I already took the top piece off. I'm going to get this off, and then I'll show you the next stage. There was two varieties of wasp living here. One's the Man Stinger 9000, and then there's the angry whatever kind of bug that was. So I'm going to clean this out. I'm going to pop that cover off. Get another magnetic tray to kind of remind myself where everything went. Like, man, it's just loaded with bug nests and everything. Clean it up and see what happens. Okay, legs off. Some very large black creatures were living in here. They aren't anymore. Looks like giant spiders and other stuff. Anyways, it's down there gently. Now I can start cleaning up. That bolt's out, that rear bolt is out, that one's out. It's starting to separate. I'm thinking we'll see what happens. So I'm down to the last two bolts there. I popped that piece off. I'm just looking up in here and I've got that bolt left there. Oh, okay, so the leg's up. I just started taking the bolts out. I'm gonna try to squeeze them around to the other side here. I'm gonna leave one bolt in, and I'll take the worst one out. That's this one. This one here. Anyways, pardon the shaky camera crap again. Could get a ratchet, that would make it a lot easier. Whatever. Old school or no school. Right. Really tight. They need to be greased a little bit. That one's out. Pretty close. Now we're gonna have to get a rubber mallet and smack the old leg loose there. But I think we're gonna have another issue in that I have to move the boat forward to clear me workbench. Hopefully I got that rod loose properly. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in one heck of a hurry here. Okay, got the old carbs off. I'm going to clean all that out. I got the rod undone. I'm just going to go around the engine here. A little tight for space in here because I got too much junk. So you can't see it, but I've got it to pop out of there. It's way in there. If you do this regularly, I guess you don't need to take the carbs off. I've never taken one of these legs apart, but I do know that the screw is down there, so I can get it now. I'm going to carry on with that. I'm going to clean all this dirt out of here as best I can because it looks gross. And if it's fixing something, you might as well clean it as you go. It's a lot easier to find your crap afterwards. So I just finished cleaning up the steering rod on this thing here. It was pretty gummed up. I'm going to oil it, see how it works now as soon as that's done. All right. I'll just grab the can and oil the hell out of it. I've already greased up in there. So let's see what that does. Step 1, drain the black, dirty, goopy oil. All right, good morning or afternoon, whatever it is. I'm gonna pull the carbs completely off. I want to do the water pump. Now I've never done one of these Johnsons before. I did Mercury's, There's supposed to be some rod that comes up through here somewhere that I have to disconnect. And I know I watched a video and they showed something in here comes out. So I got to do that. I'm going to grease the cables after I drain all the leg oil, which will be like 5 minutes from now. All right, hold on. All right, so I put a piece on to cover the middle. I got to stain that yet and paint it and all that stuff. Now I'm going to go inside and treat the transom wall, properly seal it with some material for water tightness. And then, what else have I got to do? Oh, I got to fix those wires. And then I'll roll it outside and I'll get it started. All goes well, it's going on the water today. Alrighty, it's back together. I'm going to put the oil in the leg, and I'm going to start running around marine sealant, putting it where I believe it needs it. I bought the Johnson Evinrude leg oil for the gear case, and then I'm going to go about and seal all that stuff off. Make sure there is no chance of leaks. I got to put the wood trim back onto these today. Put the other piece of the floor in over there, paint it, get this thing flashed up, see how it runs. Okay, good morning. So I've got the rod hooked up. Believe it or not, it's down in there. It was a real pain, but it's on. Sometimes walking away for a day really helps out and you get things done easier. Okay, I'm going to clean out these dirty carbs. This one in particular, I already did the other one. I can just smell the old moldy fuel, and we'll see where we get from there. All right, welcome back. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to add a fuel pumper primer thing up here onto the hose. Add another piece of hose to that so it goes over here. I don't really want to reach under here to prime the fuel line by hand. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. Not to mention it gets pretty warm out. You really don't want to be leaning underneath the boat there. So this is going to go on. Then I'm going to carpet that down in there, do some final touch-a-roonies, call her a day on that. Pull it out of the shop, see if we can't get it to start. Everything runs good. Then I'm going to hook the lights up and polish it and throw it on the water and see what happens if it floats or sinks. So I'm just doing some vacuuming here. Obviously I got to wash all this off. It was absolutely full of leaves. How it got there, I don't know. Then I got some cleaning up to do in there. Finished putting rubber matting down after I fiberglass the wood and paint it. But that's after. Big priorities first are to do the vacuuming, mess with electrical, tow it the heck out of here so I have my shop back, and get her running outside. All right, so today's plan is let's mess around and find out. No, just kidding. We're going to clean all that up, pull this cover off, clean that. I'm going to replace this shoddy light here. It's done. It's, you know what? It's had its freaking day. I'm not going to bother. I bought a new light that's going to be going on there momentarily. And then I'm going to rewire it, all new wire all the way to the God knows where. Put a new switch in there, have those lights running. Then I can pull this thing out and fire it up, and then polish the hell out of the boat and throw it on the lake. All right, we got her outside. I put the interior back in it, got the lights working, put the little pieces of wood trim on, you can see there. Went to start it and the solenoid I believe failed, so that's okay. I gotta wait for parts to come in, but the water pump is done, the leg is oiled, and that'll do it for this video. We'll do the next one here shortly, probably in a week or so.